Hello and welcome back. This is Steve of Bucks Coins and welcome to the channel. Today we have a 2023 collection of traditional Christmases. It's a 50p coin collection, which it tells you down the bottom here. If you look over on the reverse, it's one of these sets where you only see the back of one of the coins. It is from the Bailiwick of Guernsey. Now let me bring you in. There we go, it's the Bailiwick of Guernsey. It's a 2022 National Traditional Christmas set from Guernsey. As I say, there's only one coin showing the obverse. The rest of the coins in the set, the 5 of them, are inside the gatefold. And the first one, there is a Christmas robin. In 1960, the robin was actually created the British national bird. And during the next 60 odd years, the robin has appeared on Christmas cards, wrapping paper, all sorts of things that are advertising, and the robin has been used. I believe it was also on some starch type stuff at one point that you sprayed on your shirts. If my memory serves me correctly, I saw it once or twice. Never actually had to use it myself, but there you go, what can you say. The robin though isn't just a Christmas bird, it can be seen in Britain all the year round. And when you see the young ones, they're like little brown thrushes. There's no colour to them whatsoever. So that's the first coin, the robin. Now the next one over here, let me get that in, celebrates ice skating. Now traditionally ice skating took place on frozen ponds or rivers. In fact, during some particularly cold times where the River Thames froze over, there used to be a fair, and the fair used to have big bonfires on where they were roasting meats such as oxes and pigs and such like. And of course the way that the people used to get around those stalls and such like was on ice skates. In more modern times, if you go to certain squares in London and particularly in New York, there's a very famous one where they, outside the Rockefeller Centre in New York, where they put down an artificial skating rink and people are skating on it all the time. So although the locations may have changed, skating is still a very popular Christmas pastime, and yeah, it deserves its place as a tradition, I suppose, now, although it wasn't one I would have automatically thought of as a Christmas tradition necessarily. The third one in the centre here is the snowman, favourites for both children and or families to traditionally go outside and build a snowman over the Christmas period. We may have found it a bit difficult in the past few years, since we've not had the depth of snow that is needed to be able to do so. However, when people think of Christmas, they think of building a snowman, so yeah, it needs to be in this coin set. This one here is Christmas tree in the market. Now there's been a tradition certainly since the Second World War. The tree at Trafalgar Square has been given to us by the Norwegian people, I believe, as a thank you for what we helped them with during the Second World War. And trees in public places such as squares and such like, in towns, cities and such like, it's been going on for a good many years. it started off really with Prince Albert bringing the tradition of decorating a tree across from Germany in the late 1800s, and as soon as people saw Albert and Victoria decorating trees, it caught on, and people all over the country started decorating trees. It's a lovely tradition. We have a huge one, as I said, in London each year, but also if you go around any market town, a lot of market towns, you will find, particularly places like the Cotswolds, Gloucester and such like, you do get a lot of, that I know from personal experience, you do get a lot of these places. They do have their own Christmas tree in the centre of town. Manchester also has its own tree that's I believe outside the town hall most years. So you know, it's big cities and small towns that follow this tradition. The last one of this set is actually the turning on of these Christmas lights. You have there's annual events normally where you get a personality, whether they're national, international or a local dignitary, who will switch on the lights for that particular area. Now in London, somewhere like London, they would have a personality, possibly in a lot of cases they're running or doing a pantomime, which is another annual tradition that Jersey and Guernsey have covered in the past. They had a pantomime set out. So that's 5 coins, 5 50p's. Whoops, wrong way. Let me get right up. This is the 5 50p's. They're all, actually I think this set is one of the better sets over the past few years, and the reason for that is that the way that you can, when you're looking at the actual thing that's on the coin and what it's supposed to be, you can actually make out what it is. You can make out that's a Christmas tree, you can make out that's a snowman, you can make out those are ice skaters. That one is not quite as obvious, but when you know what it is, it makes perfect sense. And the top one, of course, is the robin. So 4 of the 5 you can automatically associate with Christmas, and you can make it's very clear what they are. This one in the bottom right and the last one that I explained about the lights, switching on of the lights, that's not quite as obvious from just looking at the coin. However, when you look at the set as a whole, which is what we're looking at, this is a great set, in my opinion. Very Christmassy, very traditional, love it. What do you think of these? Have you bought this set? Having seen it now and had me do a review, would you want to buy it? See if you've not already got it. Tell me down in the comments below. That ends this review. What I will say is, if you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one and you find the coins you're looking for. If you are buying coins or notes or whatever you're buying, I hope you can get them for the price that you want to pay. I am again this year, coming up in 2023, looking to improve my subscription level. I hit my target for this year and I'm hoping very much to hit it again for next year. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen and you believe I deserve it, please would you give me the thumbs up and like the video, make a comment, and most importantly of all, if you believe I deserve it, please will you subscribe. Neither of those 3 will cost you a penny. I would love to have you, and I would love to have you along as a subscriber for the rest of my journey through coins, banknotes, militaria and some collectibles that I cover, or I have covered in the recent past on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and until we meet up on the next time, from me, thank you and bye bye. Ta-da, and have a great Christmas.